So you're a trader or want to be trader, but you're not there yet. You are working to reach that $1 million goal, right? Everybody wants their trading to replace their job. They want the work at home. They want to spend only an hour a day. They want to spend time on the beach with their computer. This whole idea that has been manufactured in the trading business is really unfortunate. And it's caused so many of us to become obsessive in trying to reach this unattainable goal. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about why basically trading should be our ex-girlfriend, at least the way that we are viewing it right now, so we can have a better relationship with it and start profiting right now. Now, it's really possible that you were introduced to trading by somebody like this.
As some of you may know, I'm an extremely successful Forex trader. Forex trading has changed my life all at the age of 21 years old. The truth is, I came from the bottom. With this hard work, I've been living a life many people dream of all through trading Forex.
Now, it's pretty well known that this FX Lifestyles guy is a complete scammer, and it's been that way for a long time, but it doesn't avoid the fact that most of us have been introduced to trading or the Forex markets by people like this. And that's how we get the wrong idea of what trading actually is, because we see people driving fancy cars, living in huge mansions, like throwing around rolls of $100 bills all over the place, and it gives us this like materialistic idea of what trading actually is, and it causes us to become obsessed with it until we get to that point of living that lifestyle. But what's happening here is these individuals are feeding off of you to give them that lifestyle, not knowing. So what is actual trading? And what is a good relationship, and what is realistic when it comes to what we can achieve in Forex trading? Alright, so this guy just recently made another video.
It is what it is. I'm back.
He's back. Return of the Forex King. He's walking like a true $1 million Forex trader. Millions will be made this year, alright? Cool. Alright, yeah, see, okay. Anytime that somebody shows you a bankroll of cash and flaunts it in their video or on their Instagram, waves it around, what they're trying to do is get the greed going, so you'll become that. You'll want that lifestyle, and you'll do anything possible to get there. And that's where that obsession starts. Is you see that individual, how it's so easy for them to just go to the bank and ask for $20,000 or more in bankrolls so they can show it on their Instagram. And it gets that whole excitement going, and I want to be that at some point. And look at this. Just, I'm not playing it right now, but he's got bankrolls all over his computer. This is a very extreme example of what us traders see all the time. And these are the kind of things that we see and are introduced into trading, and starts that obsession right off the bat, and that poor money management to get to that lifestyle at a very quick pace, causing mistakes to be made. So, back to the relationship. We are off to a rough start. And this is how most people out there that I know of that approach me find Forex trading, is by individuals like that. And it causes them to go down a very dark path, that breaks lives up. If you guys don't know me, I'm Ryan Brown. I'm a trader. I have been a trader for the last 15 years, and I've developed an algorithm called the Ranger algorithm. And it's been running for the last 12 months, and it's a very consistent and conservative Forex trading algorithm. And this, to me, is the right approach. Trading at a 5 to 10% profit every single month, which is still really high. But it is consistent and able to be sustainable over the longer term, trading like this. following these individuals that are basically gamblers or are feeding off of you by you purchasing their courses or their trading products or their signals. These individuals know that they're barely going to keep you afloat with the information that they're giving you. But they're not going to give you that lifestyle that you're looking for. They're going to actually get you further away from it. Because none of these individuals have track records to prove that they can actually trade. You may think that, well, they've got Lamborghinis, they've got big houses, and they've got lots of fancy items. Isn't that enough to show me that they can actually trade? Where is that proof? Where is that proof that you actually know that they can fulfill your trading dreams by following what they have to say? So I'm going to briefly show you what a $1,000 balance can do with just 8% every single month. Now, most traders are trying to find ways of growing a $100 balance or a $1,000 balance into hundreds, 200s, or even millions of dollars. And they think that they just don't have the right skill set, or they haven't bought the right course, or they're not following the right person to reach that goal. But they don't realize that the more that they keep trying for that goal, the faster that they're going to be broke. And that's where you lose your girlfriend, or you lose your wife, or you lose your family, because you allow that obsession to take you over, because all these individuals tell you that don't give up, keep trying, keep pushing forward, keep losing that money. But if you just use the $1,000 balance with just 8% every single month over a 5-year period with a compounding interval of half yearly, which is really conservative, and a $200 a month extra deposit. So what we're doing is we're combining trading profits with investing or with savings. So it's a dual end meeting together for a happy marriage. And this is what you'll come out with over a 5-year period of time with just 8% every single month. $206,000 by the end of 5 years. Now, most people don't have a lot of patience to wait. I want this money right away. I want this 1,000% profit so I can become wealthy next month. Or maybe you're desperate. But the thing is that you got to pay your dues for this stuff. You got to be patient, because trading isn't a lottery. Trading isn't an ATM machine. Trading is a skill that you need to learn and be patient with. And patience is one of the biggest aspects in trading that will help you become profitable over the longer term. So this is an example of what you could get using a more conservative strategy, and also just combining that with smart savings as well. Getting $200,000 in a course of five years with just an initial deposit of $100 and then adding $200 a month on top of that is a great way to set up yourself up for retirement, or maybe even early retirement, or an income at that point. But you need that initial mindset, that correct mindset, that good relationship with trading to get you to that point. All right, so in this portion of the video, I wanted to tell you guys what happened to me back 11 years ago, where I was introduced to Forex trading by somebody similar to this FX style lifestyles guy. Somebody flaunting cash, fancy cars, and showing how much percent and money you can make with just a small deposit. And I fell for this back in 2009 and 2010. At the time, I was making great money as a 23-year-old, 22-year-old. As a musician, I was doing really well. I owned a Porsche 911 Turbo, and I also had a BMW as well. And I was living a good life, making good money in my other job. And as a hobby, I got started into Forex trading just a few years before that. And I kept thinking that, I think I keep losing in trading because I don't have enough money. I'm not using enough money to account for my losses. And so what I do, I put $30,000 into my Forex trading. And I was copying some signals. I was developing some of my own systems even back then and using some algorithms on that. So a big combination of things. And started with $10,000 out of the 30 and thought that, okay, well, if I lose this 10,000, then I've got 20 on reserve to see if I can make that back. Okay. So I lost my first $10,000. And I was like, all right, I'm going to go in with the next 10 and see what happens. I ended up making $50,000 with that second grouping of 10,000. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna wait. I'm not gonna withdraw my funds. That 50,000 could be 500,000 in the next month if I just keep going like this. And so I didn't tell my wife anything about this. She didn't know I took out the 30,000 that I used it for trading. She didn't know that I made the 50,000 as well, and I wanted to make it a surprise, like an asshole. And so I realized that after I lost the 50,000, that I only had $10,000 left, and now I have to make 20, the 20 back that I lost, the 20K that I lost, and I lost that 10,000 even faster. You know, the thing is that nobody tells you these stories, these personal stories, especially people that are selling a product, because they don't want to show any weakness. They don't want to show any. They don't want to relate to you on a personal level because they want to seem like the god. They want to seem like they know it all. They've got it all figured out. But the thing is that they really don't, and they're taking advantage of you. Because most of the people start trading just like this, and they come to me on a daily basis on my website or through email, saying, you know, I've had big losses. I'm trying to find a way back into the Forex market or trading, and I want to do it right this time. And so I give them pointers of where to go and how to start this and what the expectations are. And unfortunately, it turns a lot of people off to trading because they realize that it's not this whole joyous world that they thought was the case. It's not full of fancy cars and all these materialistic things that you thought. Times on the beach, long vacations. That's possible. That is something that is attainable. As long as you're conservative. If you're conservative, you'll have a much better chance of reaching that lifestyle that you want so much. That's the lifestyle that I wanted so many years ago, but I had just had the wrong outlook, the wrong perspective, the wrong training, the wrong advice, the wrong systems. I was duped into thinking that I could be that at a very quick and fast pace. But unfortunately, it resulted in losses. What happened? Just about lost my marriage over it because of losing that $30,000 without telling anybody about it. But this is something that happens not just with me, with other people. Since that time, back 11 years ago, I figured things out, but you know, it hasn't been without trial, trying to figure out how trading works and what's possible. And I did a lot of research. I built over 170 algorithms and trading strategies to try to figure out for myself how to get to that comfortable space. And I'm well on my way. I've developed some really good algorithms like the Ranger that's been running for 12 years and that has a back history data, successful data for the last 10 plus years. But that's taking a lot of work, a lot of trial and error to get to that point, to get to where I am now as a full-time trader. So, I hope that you can get things figured out for yourself and stop gambling with your money to try to reach the lifestyle that you want of those other traders that show you lots of cash. Because that's just for show. Real trading is something different. Real trading is something that is, well, not as sexy, unfortunately, especially in the beginning. It's a lot of grind. But eventually you get to that point where if you're conservative, you're safe, you're constructive, you're smart about your approach, you'll likely hit those goals that you've been looking for and waiting for. Probably faster than you thought. So in the last portion of this video, I wanted to show you what a good trading system actually looks like. It's not going to look as good as you think it does. And I'm going to tell you why. A lot of these traders that you're following or you bought courses from cherry pick their trades to make themselves look better and to entice you to buy some kind of product or something like that. So they never show you the bad trades that they take, because who would do that? The only person that does that is me. So the trades that I wanted to show you is this one right here. So this is a really good entry. So we have the trend, which is the red bar, this one right here. So this is a 4-hour trend, okay? And then we have the arrow indicator right here. It's the one that with like little teeth mark on it. That's going down. So that is showing you a new trend, and that we have an entry right here. And this entry went for, I think, hundreds of pips. So 200 pips on that move. So somebody that is on YouTube is going to show you, look at my trading system. I'm going to sell you this for $1,000 because look how awesome this trade is, and you could take 200 pips on this move yourself if you buy this trading system for $500 or $1,000. And the thing is, if somebody actually showed you that they took that position right here and showed you that they took the accurate trade and made 200 pips on that move, you would be so convinced that this trade, this system is the holy grail, and that all you need to do is just spend the money and you'll make the profit as well. Okay? What they're not going to show you, or what they're not showing you, is if you scroll back, you'll see, oh, well, crap. Look at this position. This is a trade that was a loser, and a big one at that, right? The trend changed. But you think that, okay, well, losses happen, it's not a big deal. And then you see another one like this. Oh, shoot. Well, we had the entry right here, and it shot back up, and the trend changed on the upside. So what's happening right here is this is a trend trading system, and the market is going through a ranging area. Thing is that nobody that's trend trading is going to show you this area, because it's a big no-no, especially if you're selling some kind of trading system or signal service or course behind it, because they don't want to show you the bad stuff, because that's not cool, right? They just want to show you these 200 pip trades that you could potentially take by buying that course. So that's where the manipulation happens. That's where the corruption takes place. And that's where the bad relationship that I've been talking about through this entire video continues to thrive. Is by not understanding what happens behind the scenes of all these traders and these companies, these signal services. You only see the good things because that's what they want you to see. Now, if you understand that and are aware of that in moving forward in your trading, I think your perspective will change, where you'll be more picky about the things that you purchase, or the systems that you build, or the algorithms that you purchase yourself as well. You'll have a better perspective and a better idea of how to approach your trading in the future, so you can start profiting in a more conservative way and also a smarter way, so you can reach that end goal that you've been trying for either years. Some people have been doing it for 10, 15 years that they've been trying to reach that goal, or some people that are just starting out right now. I urge you to not be scared of this idea that maybe you're at the point of where I don't know what's true, I don't know what's false, I don't know how to start trading, because now I'm torn of what's real and what's not. The best thing that you can do is to try to start seeking out for yourself. What kind of systems work? Who should you trust? Should you trust the person that flaunts the big Lamborghini, has the rolls of cash on their Instagram? Because those people are likely to take advantage of you. The individuals that are doing these things for free, giving you free systems, giving you free advice, coaches that train you for free. Those are the individuals that you should be looking for. There are some products out there that can give you some good results. They do exist, but they are hard to find because most people have hidden agendas where they're trying to find some way to take advantage of you through false promises, false advertising, or just plain old scamming you. So that's pretty much what I wanted to cover in today's video. I hope you guys had some fun with this one, and hopefully you understand the relationship with your trading. At least ponder it a little bit more to see if it's a healthy one. Are you obsessing? Are you trying to reach your goals too fast? Are you trying for 1,000% every single month? Because those things are what's going to cause you to be slowed down. Hopefully you can encourage a better relationship with your trading, a more conservative one that will eventually get you to those goals that you've been looking for, of trading on the beach for a couple hours a day, because that's definitely possible. And please stop getting suckered in by those Instagram people, because they are making way more money off of you than you are off of them. Hopefully you can like this video and subscribe. See you guys on the next one.